If you want to see how I get these crusty, dusty nails in order and see me unbox a brand new e-file and get a chance to win that e-file, then keep on watching. Welcome back to another trial and nail video. This video is all about the e-file. I got an email a few weeks ago from Kredioo asking if I wanted to try out their professional e-file, and of course I said yes because I thought it would be the perfect opportunity for a trial and nail video. Since you guys know I'm not really that familiar with the e-file. I have used an e-file before, but I wouldn't call myself a professional. I don't really pull it out that much just because I'm always worried about, you know, like hurting myself, you know what I mean? But this e-file comes with everything you need. You get some drill bits and some sanding bands. You also get your user manual, and it does have multiple languages, so if you need to understand it, then that's great. It is rechargeable and it comes with a charging base. This e-file also comes in purple, but they did send me the white one, and I'm glad they sent the white one. This e-file can be found on Amazon, and when I was looking at the listing, I saw that it actually says that it should last a longer lifetime because it has a brushless motor. So the brushless motor just means that it will operate without noise, energy loss, or contact friction. So the nail drill or the e-file can have a longer service life, up to 4 times that of carbon motor nail drill. So that's pretty cool. This also goes up to 40,000 RPM, so you can use it to remove acrylic, dip powder, polygel, nail charms, whatever you need, it'll be able to remove it for you. It is rechargeable, and you can recharge it in 2 different ways. You can use this base right here to recharge it. So you just stick the e-file into the base and you plug in the USB-C cord into the back of it, or you can just charge it straight on the nail drill or the e-file, whichever you choose. It's pretty standard with the way you turn it on. It has the knob, which is on most e-files, and it also has a little pole to set the direction, so you can go forward, you can go reverse, or you can pause it. Kredioo wants to gift one of my subscribers this e-file, so in order to win this e-file, you just have to be a subscriber of my channel, subscribe to Kredioo's channel, or go follow them on Instagram and just leave a comment below, something relevant to the video. Okay, so I'll say it again. If you want a chance to win this e-file, you need to subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Kredioo's YouTube channel, or follow them on Instagram. You don't have to do both, but you have to either subscribe to their YouTube channel or follow them on Instagram. I would probably suggest following them on Instagram because they seem a little bit more active there. But if you're someone who doesn't have an Instagram like me, they do give you the option to go ahead and subscribe to their YouTube channel and leave a comment below, something relevant to the video. Let us know if you've worked with an e-file before, if you're even interested in winning, and they will pick the winner. And they will also send you out the product. You don't have to pay for shipping or anything. They're going to use a comment picker, and they will choose the winner. They will announce the winner on YouTube and Instagram, and they'll be the ones to send you out the e-file. Good luck. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys some of the drill bits that I already own. So these were just ones that I have from previous e-files that I have. So I have some of these. I think these are carbide bits, I think so. And then I have some ceramic bits, which are the white ones. I read that those create less heats, which is why I own those. And this little case that they're in is from Melody Susie. I also have these mini sanding bands from a cart, and also another set of mini sanding bands from like AliExpress or something. These ones, I had these ones for a very long time. So I'm going to prep my nails using this e-file, and you guys can critique me, give me tips, tricks, whatever, because this is a trial and nail video. But I'm going to let you guys know some of the stuff that I found about e-files. So I have found that there are nail techs out there who hate when people call it a nail drill. They prefer if you say e-file. I learned that there are many different kinds of bits. You have your mandrel bit, and that is what's going to hold those disposable sanding bands. You have carbide bits, which is more for hard products like acrylic or hard gel. There are ceramic bits. They do the same thing as carbide bits, but they tend to stay cooler so they don't get as hot, and it's a popular choice for beginners like me. And then you have diamond bits. They have that textured, like gritty filling and those grooves on it to gently lift dead skin. And there are also different grit levels. I think one of the main things to really understand about the Efile is that you have to use a light pressure and keep the bit moving. So make sure you choose the correct speed and you'll get the best results to help prevent heat buildup and damage to your natural nail. So, you know, I learned a lot of stuff about Efiles, but that's just some of the stuff that I've learned. So this video is not really an Efile tutorial. I'm just showing you guys how I use it, and those of you who are nail techs or who just, you know how to use an Efile really well, you can let me know if I'm doing something incorrectly or if I'm using the wrong bit or something like that. You know, that's what the trial nail series is for. They're not really tutorials. They're just me trying something new or trying out a new product, a new brand, or trying to do a design that maybe I did before, but I failed at it. So it's all about learning. So I'm learning and you're learning, and you can teach me things and I can teach you things. So since this video is all about the Efile, the nail design in this video is very easy. It's because this video is not really about the nail design, but I do show you guys how I do my pop-off method, because when I did another video and I did ask if anybody wanted to know like what products I use or what product, there's only one product that I use for the pop-off method, then let me know. And a few of you guys said yes, so I do show you how I do that. And at the end of this video, I'll show you how easy it is to just pop the nails right off. So with this Efile, it was very easy to just switch out the drill bit. It locks, so it turns right, or it turns right to unlock it, and then it turns left to lock it back in place. And you do hear like a little click, so you know if it's locked when you hear that click sound. At first I didn't hear the little click when I switched it to unlock it, and the drill bit, it wouldn't come out, and I thought something was wrong. But when you twist it just a little bit more and you hear that click sound, then you know that it actually unlocked. So I'm just using this sanding band. I believe this is 240 grit, to just kind of like rough up the nail surface to prepare for the full cover tip. I really didn't need to do this part because I am doing a pop-off nail, but I just wanted to show you guys. If I was doing it to make these nails last, then I would do this step, but for a pop-off set, it really wasn't needed. I just wanted to show you guys. I do know that you shouldn't use one of those like carbide bits on your natural nails. I have seen people do that, and I know that that is a no-no. I'm cleaning off the nail plate with isopropyl alcohol on a lint-free wipe just to get all the dust and everything off the nails, and that's what they're looking like. This is the peelable base coat that I use. It is from V Beauty Pure, and you can see it's in a clear bottle, so it is not gel. You don't have to cure it or anything like that. You put a layer on, you let it completely dry, and then you do a second layer, and then you can go ahead with your full cover tip, or you can go ahead and paint the nail. I saw on V Beauty Pure's, on their TikTok page, that they actually put the full cover tip on and then they painted the full cover tip with this peelable base coat and then painted the color. So the only thing that peeled off was just the nail design. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to use this flash cure lamp. It is touch sensor. It is from McCart, and I'm going to use this solid glue gel from Saboyer and adhere these nail tips. And remember, this is a peel off method, so these nails are not going to last, but the glue does adhere to that peel off base coat pretty easily. It kind of gives me, the peel off base coat kind of reminds me of before products were out like this. People would use like school glue, like Elmer's glue, and they would paint their nail, let it completely dry, and then do the full cover tip. So that way the nails kind of just popped off. So that's what this kind of reminds me of. It doesn't smell like glue, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Ball Pit Nails actually just came out with their own version. I think like right around 4th of July, they came out with their own version. So, you know, you can try out that one as well. It's probably the exact same thing. And these nail tips are from Unagella. They're long or medium stiletto, I think. And the little nail tip holder that I was showing in the beginning of the video is from Killer Art Nails. At first, you can only buy them off TikTok Shop, but now they have a website. So now I'm just going to use the sanding band and go ahead and rough up the nail tip. Typically, what I do with the nail tip when I want to rough it up is I just use primer. But because this video is about the e-file, or me, using the e-file and showing you guys how I use the e-file, I thought it would be best to do this, but I never do this. I never use the e-file to like give the full cover tip texture. I just use primer. But I actually really like doing it this way. It is, it's pretty good. I didn't have any issues. I didn't cut myself or scratch myself at all in this whole video. But if you're brand new, like you've never used the e-file before, I would suggest using a practice hand. I do have a practice hand, and I have used my e-file on a practice hand before, which is why I was kind of okay with doing this on my nails. And if you saw my video last week, then you know that I do use an e-file sometimes, because I did pull one out in that video and show you guys. But that video wasn't really about the e-file, so I didn't really talk about it. So now I'm just going to get to the nail art portion of the video. And like I said, it's very simple. I just painted the nails just a solid color. And I'll let you guys listen to some music, and I will come back in the end for my final thoughts and what I think about this e-file. But before I go, the rubber base that I'm using in this video from Roger Sim, I love it. It's probably my favorite rubber base that I've used from any brand. I really like the color. I like the opacity of it. It was very, very nice. I like the viscosity. It wasn't too thick, but it didn't run everywhere. I had a good time using it. Like, it wasn't hard. It didn't run all into my cuticles or into the sidewalls. It self-leveled nicely. So I definitely recommend their rubber bases. This is the only one I have from them, and I definitely want to get some more in other colors. And this is the final nail look. See, real simple, real easy. I used some reflective gel around the border of the nails from Cloudy, and I do have a video swatching all of the colors from that collection, so if you're interested, definitely check that out. So about the Efile, I do like it. I didn't feel a lot of like vibration, like it wasn't shaking. Even when I would turn up the RPMs, I didn't feel a whole bunch of shaking in it. So yeah, it works. And for the peelable base coat, I just stick something underneath and it just peels right off. You don't need to soak your nails or anything. The nails literally just pop right off. So this is perfect for like content. Don't be too rough or anything like that. They just pop off. It's so easy. I definitely recommend this, and I'm pretty sure there are other brands that sell something similar just like this. And like I said before, I remember people used to use school glue for this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow Kredioo on YouTube and Instagram. Or if you don't have an Instagram, then just subscribe to them here on YouTube. And leave a comment below in this video, something relevant to the video. And you could possibly win this Efile from Kredioo. They will be the ones that will pick the winner. They'll use a comment picker tool and they will be the ones to ship out the product. You won't have to pay any shipping charges. And this giveaway is US only. I did have to email them to clarify that, and they did say it was US only, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so don't forget to follow me, follow them, leave a comment, and you can win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you, or you'll see me in the next one. Bye, guys.
Like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want.